if there is a franchise that wants to do what Colorado just did, which is basically hand the keys over to Deion and say, it's your world. It's your facility. It's your business relationships. It's your everything, your mantra, your essence, everything. We will hand the keys over to you. And that also includes we'll hire your kids, too, for you to coach in the pros. Now, then there's contract talks and things like that. Then there's the money aspect of it that gets really dicey that Deion always says, as he said the other day, he doesn't want any part of anybody that's overpaid or whatever. But what he's saying right there is interesting. If an NFL team comes to Deion in the same way Colorado came to Deion and say, floor's yours, facility's yours, marketing's yours, everything. We follow your lead. Would he be intrigued by that? I'm sure if the number also had a 1 and all the zeros after it, too.
Yeah, how could
he
you
might
not?
be interested in that. And if he can bring his kid, he might be interested in that. I don't know. But he basically said, I don't want to coach grown men who might not listen to me because they've got all these contracts that are insanely lucrative, and they might not be as motivated or easy to motivate. And we have seen him suffer fools very difficultly when he watches NFL games. But if you think Caleb Williams' father is, when he says he doesn't want to go to a certain franchise for his kid, he might stay, and he's referencing the Arizona Cardinals in the same way that our caller Todd just referenced all the things going on in Arizona, those are all the things we know about. The things that we might not know about might be also whispered into Caleb Williams' ear by Cliff Kingsbury, who's currently in that locker room, on that staff, in the film rooms with Caleb Williams, no doubt talking to his father as well. You know who also knows all that stuff? Deion Sanders. So if Caleb Williams' dad is saying this about his son, I'll tell you what, if Deion does ever endeavor the idea of going to the NFL, despite saying he won't, because there is somebody who shows up to him from ownership, like Rick George, the athletic director, showed up in Colorado. He will vet that owner more than he vetted Colorado. He knows more than anybody else what ownership means, having played for DeBartolo, for Jones, for Snyder. Okay? Just to name 3 off the top of my head. He knows more than anybody else who owns the team and how important that is. So, if one dad is saying, my Heisman Trophy already winning son, and maybe for a second straight year, might just sit back and hang out on the campus of USC, which I still don't believe, because the Arizona Cardinals are on the clock, which is everybody's pickup of an inference from the father. Well, then Deion might feel the same exact way. So, but I also don't think an NFL team is just going to come right off the bat a year or two from now and offer Deion the keys to the store. I just don't know. Or if he'd be interested in it. He says he's not, right? He said he's not.
Said he's not.
At this moment.
Got to believe him.
But how many owners will just hand the keys to the store to the coach? I guess, didn't Mark Davis did that with Gruden before that blew up?
Yeah.
Right? Looks like Jacksonville did it with Urban Meyer. How'd that work out?
Yeah. Does Sean Payton have the full keys, maybe?
Well, I mean, I think so.
Denver? I mean, obviously Bill does in New England.
Well, and it seems like McDaniels does in Vegas right now, where he's turning the team into a Patriots West, which I know they bristle at that notion. But what an interesting caller right there from start to finish. Falling asleep to us. But that honestly, sometimes you just take the hand that you're winning, right? Deion's got 2 kings in front of him. Just stay.
One hand beats you.
Right?
Stay.
You're not
Stay.
splitting kings here to try and figure out where I'm going next with my kids. I don't think.
No.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.